Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and today I'm going to jump into a core sets draft here on Magic Arena. Now, they had this format up before, in between sets, like what we're doing right now, right? We're waiting for Midnight Hunt to kind of go away. Crimson Vow comes out next week, so in the in between, they give us these interesting draft sets. This one is core sets. So it's a pack of Core Set 2019, a pack of Core Set 2020, and a pack of Core Set 2021, I think. And then you make a deck with those. So as with all draft sets where you're combining sets that weren't necessarily meant to be combined, what I'm going to be looking for is just powerful cards. I'm going to mostly ignore cards that rely on synergies unless that synergy is easy to do across multiple sets. So, like, there were some flying synergies in one of these core sets. Those you could lean into because there's always going to be flying creatures available. But any more specific synergies, like there's elemental synergies in one of these sets too, I'm not going to be interested in focusing on elemental things just because the chance that you get enough elementals across the sets that didn't have an elemental sub theme is pretty low. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on just good cards. So bombs, removal, fixing until we find what lane we're supposed to be in. And it looks like the draft is ready, so let's hop in. Pick one, pack one. We have a Detection Tower, which is not where we want to be. This card was playable in Standard because it made Carnage Tyrant targetable, but we're not going to be picking it here. There's Knightly Valor, which makes a 2/2 and gives a creature +2/+2 in Vigilance. There's Blanchwood Armor, which is kind of okay. There's Millstone. There's also Aviation Pioneer, which was a pretty good card in the format. It's a 1/2 that makes a 1/1. Divination. Druid of the Cowl could be our first pick. So for me, it's between the Aviation Pioneer and the Druid of the Cowl. Where do I think I want to be? I think I'm going to take the Aviation Pioneer. It's really close. I'm going to take the Pioneer. I remember liking this card in this format, so we're gonna go for that. Well, if we had taken the green card, we could have followed it up with a Rabid Bite, which would have been good. Dragon's Horde is not going to be good enough. Leonin Vanguard is not going to be good enough either. Sleep is pretty good. Taps all creatures they control, and they don't untap. Salvager of Secrets is a good card also. The Submerged Boneyard is a decent pick. And like I said, the Rabid Bite. Skeleton Archer is also pretty good, forming a 3/3 that deals a damage to something. I'm going to take the Sleep and see where that leads us. Okay, Surge Mare is decent. What else is here? Take Vengeance destroys a tapped creature. This card's okay, but it has to be, the creature has to be tapped, which is a bit of a downside. So this is a 2-mana 0/5. It can't be blocked by green creatures, and whenever it deals damage to an opponent, you can loot. Surge Mare is pretty powerful. I think I'm happy just taking the Surge Mare. This rare is Isolate. It exiles a permanent with mana value 1. It's not going to be good enough in draft. So yeah, we'll just take the Surge Mare. Surge Mare is good at blocking. It's good at fixing your hand later on if you need it to. And it kind of clogs up the ground so that your flyers, which you'll hopefully have if you're playing a blue deck, can win you the game. So I think now we need to make a decision. Skymarch Bloodletter is a pretty good card. It's an aggressive flyer that has a good enters the battlefield ability. So we could take the Skymarch Bloodletter. Or we could take something like a Knightly Valor, which isn't amazing, but when you put it on a flyer, that's pretty good, right? You turn a Thopter token into a 3/3 with Vigilance, and you make a 2/2 that can block on the ground. I don't particularly like enchantments though, so I'm gonna take the Skymarch Bloodletter and see if we can end up with like a nice blue-black deck. And I'm glad I made that pick. If we'd taken the white card, there's really nothing for us here. Knight's Pledge is okay if you're super aggressive, but we're not looking like we're super aggressive. Strangling Spores is just a nice removal spell. So we'll just take this. Gearsmith Prodigy could be okay in our deck if we end up with like Doctor tokens and things, but I'm not going to super count on that. So I'm going to take the Strangling Spores. And another one. Okay. Electrify is another decent removal spell. Desecrated Tomb says whenever one or more creatures leave your graveyard, make a bat. This is one of the synergy cards that I don't think we're going to be able to take advantage of. So we're going to pass on that and just take another Strangling Spores. Ooh. So reassembling Skeleton, you can keep bringing it back to do sacrifice things, which can be okay. I think we're just going to take this Divination, though. Pretty happy with that. Mirror Image can enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature I control. So this can turn into a Pioneer, which makes a 1/1, or a Bloodletter. Right now, this seems okay. It's a flexible card. It's not like the best thing in the world or anything, but it's flexible. So would I rather have kind of a replacement level 3 drop in Hired Blade or Uncomfortable Chill, or take a land that would maybe let me splash something? I think I'll take the land. I prioritize being flexible versus like just picking filler cards. Kind of the same question here. Tellurian Scholar is a fine 3-drop in your deck a lot of the time, but I'm going to prioritize taking the on-color dual land. I'll take the Infernal Scarring and probably not play it. Though if I end up with enough flyers, something like this can be okay. Right, you just slap this onto one of your flyers and start killing your opponent, and then if they kill your flyer ever, you get to draw a card. I'm really happy with how this deck's looking so far. We've got a couple removal spells. Sleep is a really sweet way to just win the game later on. We still ended up with an Uncomfortable Chill, which is fine. Since this card says draw a card on it, you're usually not like unhappy to play at least one copy of this. I don't need to play this card, but I will. So what are we looking for? We need some 2-drops to make this deck feel just a little bit better. And some counter spells. Like I'd play an Essence Scatter or something like that. And then we need some ways to win the game. And it might just be a Frilled Sea Serpent. This thing blocks, and then eventually it just attacks for 4 a bunch of times and wins the game. That might be fine. We'll see how the next couple packs go. Okay. So what have we got? Elvish Reclaimer does things with lands and the graveyard. We don't care about this card even a little bit. Noxious Grasp destroys a creature or planeswalker that's green or white. Usually these cards are worth playing because enough of your opponents will be green or white. Right, there's only 3 color combinations where this card is completely useless. The rest of them, it should have at least a target. So these cards are better than you might think they would be. Sprite's okay, but I'd say it's just okay. Sleep Paralysis is an expensive removal spell, but we already have the Strangling Spores. And then we've got Feral Abomination or Epicure of Blood, both of which are okay. I think I'm just going to take the efficient Noxious Grasp. It's not the best first pick in the world, but I think it's okay. Here, we're not going to be playing Portal of Sanctuary. This returns a creature I control and each aura to its hand. That's just not going to be great. Howling Giant's pretty good, but it's off color for us. Befuddle is similar to Uncomfortable Chill. Sanitarium Skeleton's fine. Mind Rot's okay. Frostlink is fine. I think I want this Bone to Ash. If you've ever cast the card Cryptic Command before, countering a spell and drawing a card is pretty powerful. And in draft, countering a creature spell is almost the same text to counter target spell, because creatures are how you win games most of the time in draft. So I'm going to take the Bone to Ash. We're not playing Lotus Field. I guess you could play Lotus Field. Okay. So there's a tap land that we would play. There's a Soul Salvage, which we'd play. Rotting Regisaur could be really interesting. It's a huge body, and if they can't answer it, this thing can just win you the game. There's also a Cloudkin Seer, though. Jeez, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to just go on this Rotting Regisaur? Cloudkin Seer is such a good card. No guts, no glory. Let's take the Rotting Regisaur. Here we can take Winged Words. This is Divination, which sometimes costs 2 mana. Again, there's a Sleep Paralysis. I'm feeling pretty okay with my removal. Yeah, I'm going to take the draw spell here. Vengeful War Chief, whenever you lose life for the first time each turn, it gets a +1/+1 counter. I don't know if that's going to be the kind of creature I want. There's another Bone to Ash. I don't want too many 4-mana removal spells. I've kind of got a lot already. Feral Abomination, maybe. I'll just take the Bone to Ash, I guess. Oh, Heart Piercer Bow. I forgot about this card. That was a whole thing, huh? With this, you could like get a bunch of these, and then your creatures can just attack. Yeah, I forgot. So there's Yarok's Fenlurker, which is actually a pretty good card. And I think that's what I'm going to take here. Or I could take the Mill spell. Or another removal spell? Jeez, I don't know. I'll take the Fenlurker. Hammer time. This card's amazing in Modern right now. We aren't going to be taking it, though. I'm going to take the Vial of Dragonfire and probably not play it. Oh, wow. There's some good cards in this pack. This is a really good pack this late. All of the cards are cards I want to play. So there's another Noxious Grasp. I'll pass on this one. There's an Octoprophet, which is a 4-mana 3/3, which scries 2, which is pretty good. There's also this thing, though. It's a 5-mana 3/3 that makes it 2/2. I think I'd rather have this. It's a pretty good card. Okay, all the cards, a bunch of the cards that I wanted came back. I think I'd rather have the Cheap Flyer at this point than either of these big dumb things. So I'll just take it. Maybe I will play the Lotus Field. You know what? You can play this card. Yeah. I'll play a Lotus Field. And the Dismal Blackwater came back. Okay. Do I want this more than I want a Soul Salvage? Having good mana is important, and I have a double black and a double blue card that I'd like to play. Okay. Our deck is really coming together. We've got a couple more flyers in this pack, a couple of removal spells and things. Just looking for like 1 or 2 more really good cards. And we'll be set. I want to go Rotting Regisaur and then just sleep our opponent. And then they just can't do anything. Thought Distortion's not good, so I'll take a Feral Abomination. And that's why I wasn't prioritizing picking these things early on. Like, nobody really wants this, but it's playable. You can play this as the last card in your deck or whatever. Maybe we're the mill deck? Baneslayer, huh? Well, this card's insane. Baneslayer is a very good Magic card. Trying to splash for Baneslayer might be tough, though. I'm not picking any of these other cards, though. Am I picking Baneslayer and actually trying to play it? I'm picking Baneslayer. I don't know if I'm going to try to play it or not, but I am picking the Baneslayer. Teferi's Tutelage. I could get my mill stuff going as a backup plan. It's either that or Arcanist. Oh, Sanguine Indulgence is fine. It will probably wheel. Oh, there's a Sky Scanner too, though. Okay, so that's the question. Do I pick up the Tutelage? Because this can just win you the game on its own. Like, you don't need to do a lot for it to just mill your opponent out. Yeah. I'd love a Sky Scanner in this deck, but I'm going to take the mill card. This just says end the turn, right? As long as it's your turn, the spell costs 4 less to cast. End the turn. Well, so on your turn, this is a 2-mana counterspell, kind of, if you squint. Um, but I kind of want this Mistral Singer. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna take the creature. Ooh, unsubstantiate's a nice removal spell. Rise Again. Can we reanimate Baneslayer? How many ways do we have to discard right now? Surgemare. Teferi's Tutelage. Do I do I take the Rise Again, or do I just take the better card in Unsubstantiate? I'm taking the Rise Again. We're gonna see if we can make this happen. I don't really care about any of these cards. I wish that this was not a red-white land. Opt? Yeah. I think I'll play Opt. I think somebody else figured out that black and blue were open. So what's the... Oh, we have Rotting Regisaur. This can discard Baneslayer. Oh, come on. One more Rise Again? Is that too much to ask for? This mills cards? Or do I take an Arcanist? I'm gonna take the Vidalian Arcanist now. Don't have enough creatures to sacrifice to make the Cauldron work. Maybe I play this card. It's starting out in the sideboard, though. Okay, I'm going to take the Indulgence here. I want to be able to pick up creatures that I've milled over or discarded or something like that. I don't think I'm playing a Walking Corpse. I don't think I'm playing Mind Rot, but maybe. Wishcoin Crab is not as bad as you think it is. Having a big body like this on the ground to block is like totally fine a lot of the time. Yeah, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. This Baneslayer Angel's going in the deck, and we're not putting a single planes in our deck. We're putting 0 planes in this deck. Yeah, nope. So, the only way we play this Baneslayer is with our Lotus Field or with Rise Again. That's the combo. The rest of the deck is just a decent blue-black deck, and sometimes I just floop a Baneslayer into play. I think that's going to be just fine. Gotta cut a few cards, though. The sprite's not great. I have a lot of 3s. What 3s can I give up? Oh, the chill can go. I don't think I need both Frilled Sea Serpent and Feral Abomination. So which one would I rather have? 5/5 Death Touch or 4/6 that... I think the 5/5 Death Touch is a little bit better. And then... I have a lot of ways to draw cards, which is good. I want to be able to get through my deck pretty quick. Couple removal spells. I think I will cut the sprite. And we're going to try it like this. Yeah, about even number of blue and black. I could even maybe do that. Makes casting this harder. I'll just go 7 and 7. Okay. We're we're gonna give this deck a shot. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we've got some flyers that can just win us the game, potentially. We've got the Teferi's Tutelage that can win us the game, and then we've got the Baneslayer Angel plan. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's hop into a couple games and see how this goes. I'm pretty excited to see if this deck works or not. I really want it to work. This hand looks great. It's a little slow, but we've got Pioneer into Bone to Ash or Strangling Spores. I mean, that's fine. We just need to find a 4th land. Okay. They didn't play anything. I think I'd rather... No, I'll still go Pioneer here. I was trying to decide if I'd rather play the Pioneer first or the Bloodletter first. This is a little more aggressive. This is safer in case they had a removal spell. Gutter Snipe, huh? Well, I'll hit you for 1. Pass the turn. Nothing. I'll go ahead and kill the Gutter Snipe. And attack. And pass. Hold up my Bone to Ashes. The only way I lose this game is if they play creatures, and these counter creatures. So, yeah, like, that's fine. Do I take a turn off and play this? I think I have to. Cavalier of Night. That's actually fine, right? So I can attack and trade. I'll just chip in for 1 for now and play Surgemare. They're just doing nothing, huh? Well, that's fine. I've got my Bloodletter, and I can start chipping in the skies. And yeah, they're not dying super fast, but now I can start attacking for 3. That's good. This thing. No, thank you. So now if this thing ever dies... Oh no, they can't return that. Never mind. Let's draw 2 cards. Regisaur? Yes, please. Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I can start attacking with this now, right? Yep. If they crack back with the Cav of Night, they probably just die. Counter that one. Draw a card. And we're done here. And that's how we win a fair game. We've got 2 unfair ways to win the game in this deck and 1 fair way. So that was the fair win. Let's see if we can get the other 2 win conditions over the course of this draft. That first game went almost as well as we could have planned for. And now we get to face off against Adam. His hand looks pretty similar to the first. Only we have the slightly better tap land on turn 1 this time. Yep. This is the card. This is the one that goes and gets the Heartpiercer bow that I was talking about. So if you were able to pick one of these early, you could just take all the Heartpiercer bows and stuff, and then just use this to go get them. It was a really, really strong strategy in that draft format. Here, I don't think it's going to do much, because they only had a little bit of time to pick up those cards. Yeah, I'm not blocking. Cool, they did nothing this turn. So we're just going to smash and pass. Bone to Ash at the ready. Ooh, Opt. Main phase Opt. Trigger Prowess. All bottom of land. Draw a card. Pass the turn. No, thank you. I would not like you to bounce my thing, please. Okay. So now do I take a turn off and play a Surge Mare and a Pioneer? I think so. Yeah, I think this is fine. If we find an untapped land, we've got Noxious Grasp and Sleep. Oh, they're just drawing some cards? Sure. Go. Kinda wish I'd kept that swamp that I bottomed at this point, but we're fine. Militia Bugler. Do I care about Bugler? I don't think so. I'll just let that happen. And they found their own Minstrel Singer? Okay. I think I'll let this one resolve and then just Strangling Spores it. I want to hold on to the Bone to Ash for something that I can't just kill. Okay, good. Glad I found a Baneslayer Angel. Just chip in. Go. What you got? 8 mana. A Cerulean Drake doesn't bother me. Gin of Wishes. That's the one I wanted to counterspell. And that's what I was holding on for. Let's see. So this turn I could go like sleep. Attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds pretty good to me. If I'd found a land, I could have just won this turn. Oh, they should have used the Drake. For sure. Okay. That's pretty good. Well, kind of. This still just kills them, right? I can just cast a spell, prowess this, and then they die. Boop. Cool. And I feel like that kind of showed off why I'm okay with having the Baneslayer in my deck. We draw so many cards with our divinations and things like that that having a Baneslayer just hanging out probably won't be a big deal, but the games when we get to do the thing with it it's gonna win us the game. 2 pause. Oh, we didn't win the coin flip this time, but that's fine. We have a turn 3 for his tutelage, which is very good. We could also go Rotting Regisaur into Mirror Image, copy Rotting Regisaur. These are my 7/6s. Can you beat them? Temple of Mystery. Okay. We still got some time to figure out what I want to do here. Okay. This means they have to discard a card, exile a card. What did I get? A 1/2. Okay. Freebooter. Opponent, no. I like my cards. I guess depending on what they do, it's gonna decide how I play this next few turns. Cool. I'm on the Rotting Regisaur plan now. Am I though? Part of me really just wants to slam Regisaur and be like, okay, you can't beat this, and then mirror image it. If I'm doing that, though, I'm giving up on the tutelage. Am I attacking with this? Yeah, let's attack first. Deal. Cool. It's Regisaur time. I've decided it's gonna be double dino time. And our opponent who's mulliganed and looks like strapped on land is not gonna be able to keep up. Oh, also sleep, okay. This is also a Rotting Regisaur. Then I'll discard 2 random cards. It doesn't matter what I do here. Then I'll just sleep. And okay, well, our opponent stumbled, but 2 7/6s is hard to deal with. Alright, this is it. This is the promotion match. Win this game and we get into Platinum. We'll keep this hand. This hand's fine. Nice. This Lotus Field is actually going to be really good. Whenever this becomes untapped, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Okay. We'll play the Fen Lurker. Activate its ability. Okay, they exile their Scholar of the Ages, which would have been good for them to have later on, but not super important right this second. Cool, they can't attack into me. I have nothing to do with my mana this turn, so I'm just going to do Lotus Field now. Leave this back to block. I'll easily trade this for their Pilferer. They're not doing anything. I'm not going to do anything. I've got my Counterspell up now and Strangling Spores. That resolves. Do I care about this at all? No, I'm gonna Strangling Spores the Pilferer here. Cool, they did not want to fight over it. I just slamming the Boneclad Necromancer? They have 3 mana up. Yeah, I think so. They could have a counterspell, but I think I'm okay if they counter this. Yeah. It's fine. I have more cards in hand than they do. Cool. And I'm not punished. No blocks. Okay, they were able to find a good creature to play, but luckily for me I found the Strangling Spores to kill it. I could just Rise again to get my Necromancer back. Could also Winged Words. Think I'm just gonna chill. Cool, they're flooding a little bit. I'll just take 2. They're not doing anything. I'll kill that. I'm gonna opt main phase to try to hit a land. That's too bad. Is it 7/6 time? It might be. Yeah, I think we're on the Regisaur plan. Oh no. That's the worst. I have to start discarding cards to this now. What am I discarding? Cool, found a land. But now what? I'm just gonna attack past that. I can Winged Words to draw some cards. It's probably my best option. Or I like Rise again and go super deep on the Regisaurs. Yeah, I know. Let's draw some cards. No attacks. Yeah. That capture sphere is brutal. Gotta discard a card. Think I'll discard that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana now. Time to make a choice. Am I discarding my hand and playing with no cards in my hand for the rest of the game, but with a 7/6? Or am I just getting back a 3/3 and a 2/2? You know what? The 3/3 and the 2/2 is pretty similar. They're doing 2 damage to me a turn, that's fine. Next turn, I think I'll discard the sleep. Oh, I guess I'll discard both cards. Sure. That's actually fine. I was gonna have to discard that card anyways. Attack with these two. Hitcha. Yeah, this game's hard at this point. Well, now I can activate this thing 1, 2, 3 times. Can they do the same? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay. There you go. Baneslayer or bust at this point is basically where we're at. Ooh, that's a good card for them. That's not a good card for me. Combat. These two can attack. Well, I'm chipping in for some damage here. Don't think it's gonna be enough, but... Oh no, I'm just dead. Cool. Yeah, just do the thing where I die. Okay, we're just gonna concede. I don't know. I don't know why our opponent was thinking there. I was just dead on board. Well, we got by Capture Sphere, basically. It's okay. It's time to recover and fight Chuckles. Chuckles. Let's battle. This hand looks great. I might hold on to this Opt, actually. Try to use it to give Mistral Singer some extra power. And I don't know what I want to opt into at this point anyways, so... I think I'll just chill on the Opt. Pass. Yep. Cool, same with the Divination. I'm not going to cast the Divination next turn. I'm just going to wait. Tavern Swindler. Card's not very good. Another blue-black opponent. card's just a 2/2 with some flavor text on it. I don't have to discard 2 cards. Do I want to discard this Rise again? Or do I just do like Opt Island? Yeah, I kind of like doing that. Let's Divination. Hit you for 3. Are you gonna flip the coin? Now all I need to do is draw Baneslayer, and I've got the combo. I can discard Baneslayer next turn. Okay, Bloodletter's pretty good against me. Spores is good against the Bloodletter. I don't want to get got again. I'm gonna attack for 2. I'm gonna do it. I didn't come here. I didn't put this thing in my deck to not cast it. I think it wins me more. No. Yep. I'm gonna bin the Sanguine Indulgence this time. Okay, found a land. I can hold on to this land though. Am I interested in attacking? I think I can chill. All attack. That's interesting. I'll make a few blocks. I'll just shoot it with Strangling Spores. Just fizzle their thing. Yeah, seems good to me. Okay. They have a Singer of their own. Start smashing for 7. That's what this thing's here to do. Okay, they get to take my Rise again. I'm going to discard the Swamp on my turn. How sweet would it be to top deck Sleep here? Oh, that'd be so good. Okay. Let's attack with the Regisaur. Start jump blocking. Yep. I'll play Lotus Field. Sacrifice 2 lands. And now I can cast the Baneslayer if I find it. Yep, Necromancer's pretty good. More chump blockers for my Regisaur. Bone to Ash is a nice draw, though. They're gonna triple block? Sure. Pretty happy with this. Yep. It's a good trade, in my opinion. Bone to Ash was a great draw to have here. Oh, I get to counter another Gin of Wishes? So good. They can't attack. Am I trading singers? I think I'll attack and see what they want to do. Cool. They had the capture sphere. Okay. Ooh, I get to make another abomination. Or do I make another singer? I think I make an abomination. Put you to 4. This is a close game. It's a really close game. Oh. Okay. Yep. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice. I win the game. And this is why we put the Baneslayer Angel in our deck. Yep. Skeleton Archer's gonna deal a damage, but they can't beat the Baneslayer. And there we go. Whew. Okay. We got to do the thing. I'm very happy that we got to do the thing. Put the Lotus Field in my deck. Got to get to cast the card I wanted to cast. Everything's great. This hand is also great. Obviously it needs an island, but otherwise it's great. Nothing more to say about it. Okay. Do I want to play... Which 3-drop next turn? If they're green-red, I think I want to get the Pioneer down. But then again, these are 1/2s, and this is a 2/2. So maybe the 2/2 is just better. Yeah, I'm just going to play the 2/2 this turn. Really hoping that this Bone to Ash is pretty good next turn. Okay, Encyclopedia is a good card. Am I attacking? Probably not. Just chilling. They don't have to play a creature this turn, so we'll see if they do. Wow, getting got by Run Afoul, huh? And then they'll just draw a card. Pretty good. So now I can go Fenlurker plus Pioneer. I think that's what I've got to do. We got to get some more creatures on the battlefield. It gives them one chance to resolve something before I start holding up Bone to Ash again. Okay. They got rid of their thing that makes 3 things. Come on, nothing massive this turn. Yeah, it's kind of sort of massive. Tutelage. Yeah, I'm doing it. Discard the Rise again? Yeah. Yep. Okay. They get to go get 2 creatures this turn. I just want to draw lands. That's all I want to draw for the next couple turns. Just a bunch of lands, please. What'd they get? That and Jolt Rail. Okay. Draw a card, they mill 2. Land. No attacks, go. I'll counter this thing. And then Joel Rail will resolve. Okay, I guess I'll counter this thing. Okay. Arcanist is a good card. I can play that card. This is a castable spell. I think I'm doing this turn. Nah, that was dumb. I should have just chump blocked the wolves. Arcanist. Pass. Plan is to Strangling Spores this thing. They're attacking with both. Why would they attack with both? Pretty happy with these blocks. Yeah, they do have the Titanic Growth. I guess I just kill it, because I don't want my creatures to die. And then they'll play their Siegebreaker Giant. I can sleep plus Skymarch Bloodletter this turn. I can go Surge Mare plus Skymarch Bloodletter. This is a 6/3 that can turn off my creatures. Surge Mare can block the wolves easily. I want to get the Surge Mare down because I can win the game with tutelage. Surge Mare can help me win the game because it loots when it attacks. If I just sleep this turn, I can play the Bloodletter. I think I take the risk that they're not going to draw anything else good and just play out a bunch of blockers, gain a life, no attacks. Like, if their turn is turn off Surge Mare, attack with both, I'll chump the wolves. I'll take 6. Go to 3. Is this right? Is this what I want to do? I could double block that. No. This is fine. Go to 3. They mill 2. Play this tapped. Activate Surge Mare. Go to combat. Attack. trigger, draw a card, discard a land, they mill 2. Sleep. Not quite good game yet. I've got a couple more draws to dig for a win. Okay, they're gonna make a cat. That's fine. That's also fine. Okay, they mill 2 now. I get to turn this on. Attack for 2. Discard this. They mill 2. Cool. I'm glad I milled that. Then I need to kill this, right? Now they can make everything a 2/2 and just kill me. So close. Oh, they messed up. I win. Uh-huh. They could have just made everything a 2/2. Now I can block the 4/5, take 3, don't die, and then they lose. Always play to your outs. They have no cards, so I just need to pass the turn and they lose. Whew, well, that was close, but we got the win, made it into platinum, and that was great. Ooh, we got matched against a diamond player. How exciting. I think this hand's pretty good. It's a little slow. It's actually pretty slow, but I think I'm keeping it. Am I, though? This hand doesn't do a lot. Did they mulligan? It's impossible to know. They kept 7. So this hand is going to draw cards on turn 3, maybe kill something on turn 4. This card's kind of worthless. Nah, I think I'll mulligan, actually. This does seem better. And I'll bottom the sleep, I think. Yeah. Sounds good. Sweet. I'm just gonna run out the Arcanist here. We both have ramp spells now. Whenever an opponent activates an ability, okay, so if I use this, that's gonna happen. Do I just play the Singer? This should have been the turn that I play the Lotus Field, and I realized that, and I just kind of messed up. So instead I'll just play Singer. Mono green, it looks like. Yeah, I'm not tapping this for mana. Make that a 3/3, it looks like. Yep. And just bite it? Sure. I'll just play this and pass. Noxious Grasp can deal with the Truffle Snout. Bone to Ash can counter whatever their next thing is. I'll take 3 before I decide what to do. Yeah. This is what I want to be countering. I'll grasp that later. I've got the Strangling Spores now. I'm not in a rush to get the Lotus Field down. I'll just play Island and pass. Technically, I hold up both of my spells if I do it this way. I think I will shoot this now. Five, 7 Vigilance. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability I control, I get to draw 2 cards. Well, that sucks. But I think I have to do that. I'll play the Lotus Field, sacrifice those 2 lands. Now I'd like to find like my Divination or whatever. Or another Bone to Ash. Even Rotting Register is a good draw now. I'm just playing off the top of my deck anyways. Or they can play a 4/4. Okay, there's Divination. It's a good start. I'll play the Swamp first. Okay. Am I Strangling Spores? Nah, let's just jam the Regisaur, I think. Discard the Swamp. Okay. They don't get to draw a card, which means that their top card's a spell. Discard that one. Okay, so if I attack with my 7/6... I think I do attack. Just see how they block. So if I give this -3, -3, 1, 5, I'll kill both of them. Okay, I wish I would have ordered them the other way. That might be the game. I'm having that spell there. They get to attack for a lot. I can't block. Okay, Opt is okay. Skymarch Bloodletter is not quite good enough. See, Island's not really good enough either, though. I guess I block this turn. Because if I take 7 there, I'm just dead to their board the following turn. That's too bad. That's okay. Shake it off. Got by a pretty good green deck. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. Has our reanimation target in it. We'll just play tap land, Mistral Singer, and then hold up some Bone to Ashes. So remember when we were drafting and I said that Noxious Grasp is only really dead against like 3 color combinations? And we've played against black-red and blue-black like 3 times. Just completely random. A little unlucky. Okay, we'll play Singer here. Oh, Witch Figure? At least I'm not under too much pressure here. Okay, got the Rise again. Now I just need to put this in my graveyard. Okay, they'll cycle Uncomfortable Chill. I'll take 2. Oh no. Well, I'm dead. I think I'll shoot Skyscanner. This card's just gonna kill us. If only we were able to mill over the Baneslayer. That would be cool. Okay, we get to counter that, draw a card. Nope. Am I trying to discard Baneslayer Angel to hand size? Let's just say I'm not above discarding Baneslayer to hand size. They have a Rotting Regisaur? Sure, I'll counter it. Gravedigger, pick up Regisaur? Mm-hmm. I think Feral Abomination's the best way I have to win this game now. I guess I could Rise Again something else. I'm sure they just have mono removal spells, though. Seems like that's what they have. Found a land. One, 2, 6, 7. So I have to sleep them here so I don't just die. And milled over the Rotting Regisaur. They have the same deck as us, just better. Because they have Patient Rebuilding instead of a Baneslayer Angel that they're trying to cast. Well, that's gonna do it. I mean, I can Rise Again to get back Regisaur and then do the same thing, but I'm guessing I have some kill spells in their hand. And we don't have those, so we're just gonna lose this game, and there's nothing. We don't have anything in our deck that could have dealt with this. We don't have any counter spells that aren't Bone to Ash, so we're gonna get got by the Patient Rebuilding. The dumb thing is, it doesn't. So it mills us for 3, and they get to draw a card for each time we mill a land. So this. Yeah, sure. This one. Ooh, Surge Mare. Okay, I'm done with this. We've lost the game. That's really frustrating. I'm really bummed that we didn't get to play more with this deck. I like this deck a lot. I didn't want to sputter out an end like this, but that's what happens sometimes, especially when playing best of one draft. So that's gonna be it for me. I highly recommend you check out this draft format before it goes away. I think it's a lot of fun. There are a couple bombs that just end the game, like Patient Rebuilding, but there's not too many of those. It's a pretty good, balanced, good old fashioned core sets draft format if you're into something like that. So, thanks as always for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time.